Hello, third graders. Welcome back to my favorite time of the day. It's math time. Welcome to Math with Naz. Today we are going to be working on Module 1, Lesson 8.1. So what you'll need for this activity is you can see that I've got my whiteboard and a marker to write with. If you have been able to pick up a whiteboard and marker in the supplies that were passed out to school, you're more than welcome to use a whiteboard, but that is not necessary. If you have any paper or pencil, that will work. All right, third graders, go gather what you need and come on back for some math with me. Alrighty, third grade. We're gonna start by learning a little vocabulary. So I've gone ahead and turned my whiteboard so that the long edge goes from top to bottom and the short edge goes from left to right. This is what we call vertical. I say it, you say it, vertical. I'm gonna switch it over. And now my long edge, goes from left to right and my short edge goes up and down. We call this horizontal. I say it, you say it, horizontal. Ready? Vertical, horizontal. Whatever you're writing on, third graders, please go ahead and turn it vertical. Okay, third grade, today we're gonna practice our skip counting by 3 strategies. We are going to skip count by 3s 4 times. Now, when your teachers come to work every day, we have tools. I'm working with one of them right now to write on this board. Pencils, paper, whiteboards, those are all tools. Mathematicians also use tools, especially when we're learning new skip count strategies. If you know your skip count by 3 strategies, if you know your skip count by 3 sequence already, you don't need any tools. But if you're learning, you might need some tools. So I want to talk a little bit about what kind of tools you can use. Right here, built in, I have some great math tools. My fingers can really help me learn how to skip count by 3s. All I would have to do is put up 3 of them. Now maybe you don't want to use your fingers. That's okay. There are things that you might be able to use at home to skip count with. Maybe your grown-ups will let you use some beans from the cabinet, or maybe you have some puzzle pieces or small toys. In my home, one thing I always have, coffee beans. So coffee beans are great counters, just like those little yellow ones you used in the classroom, only these smell much better. So I'm gonna practice skip counting by 3s. I know I'm gonna start at 3, and then I can use my coffee beans if I don't know my skip counts yet to help me. So that's 3, I'm gonna count up. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3, 6, 9, 12 are the first 4 numbers when you skip count by 3s. I'm gonna draw an array to match that. And each of my rows is going to have 3 in it. A group of 3 in each row. Go ahead and follow along with me on whatever you're writing on. 1 group of 3. 2 groups of 3. 3 groups of 3. 4 groups of 3. Go ahead and pause the video until your array looks like my array. All right, third graders, let's see if we can still use this skip count strategy when we're counting the arrays. Do you see a group of 3? Right there in the row. 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. With your class, discuss where the 3 is and where the 4 times is. Pause the video and discuss where the 3 and the 4 is. What are the rows? What are the columns? Okay, welcome back, third graders. The rows go this way. Remember, just like you were at the football stadium or on the bleachers at a basketball game, the rows are like where you sit. The columns are like the stairs that you have to climb. Rows, columns. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows and 1, 2, 3 columns. Nicely done. You ready for a magic trick? I am going to completely change that array in 3, 2, 1, completely different array. And all I did was turn my board from vertical to horizontal, and I have a whole new array. I'm not skip counting only by 3s anymore. What other number can I skip count by? Show me with your fingers. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe you know what the next one is in the skip count by 4 strategy, because it's a doubles fact. Maybe you're going to use your counters. No shame in that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. 12. 4, 8, 12. Say it with me. 4, 8, 12. Say it with me. 3, 6, 9, 12. Look at you skip counting. All right, third graders, so now I have made 2 different arrays. Let's look at this one. What would be the multiplication sentence if the number of groups was in the number of rows? How many rows are there? 4 groups of, how many in each group? Show me with your hands. 3 equals how many? 12. Now, when I turned it like this, did our number of circles change? Well, here I have 12, and here I have 12. The number of circles did not change. So please now give me the, please now give me a new multiplication sentence that matches this new array. So there's 3 rows, 1, 2, 3. And in each row, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, that equals 12. So 4 times 3, you get the same answer for 4 times 3 that you get for 3 times 4. You get 12 for both problems. What property have we been learning about this week that says it doesn't matter what order your factors are in, that you will get the same product? Remember, factors are the numbers we multiply together, and the product is the answer to a multiplication sentence. What is that property? It is the commutative property of multiplication. I say it, you say it. Commutative property of multiplication. Nice job. So if you're using your whiteboard, go ahead and erase. If you are not using your whiteboard, go ahead and turn the page or just get yourself a little more space, because now you're going to try the same thing on your own. But instead of skip counting by 3s, you're going to skip count by 2s, and you're going to do that 3 times. So skip count by 2, 3 times. Go ahead and pause the video until you have your skip count strategy. All right, third graders, ready? For this one, I can skip count by 2s. So I don't need any tools, but if you need tools, get them out. 2, keep going. 4, 6. That's 2, 3 times. Draw an array where the number of rows equals the number of groups. Okay, so if the number of rows is going to equal the number of groups, you should have drawn 3 rows with 2 in each row. What multiplication sentence matches this? Teachers, pause the video and get the multiplication sentence that matches this if the number of rows is the number of groups. Okay, third graders, I'm sure that you said if the number of rows is the number of groups, 3 times 2, 3 groups of 2 equals 6. Go ahead and do your magic trick and give me a skip count strategy and a multiplication sentence that will match that array. So here I have 3, and I can now skip count by 3s at least to 12. So I know that 3 and 3 more is 6. So if the number of groups equals the number of rows, give me the multiplication sentence that will match that. Teachers, call on a friend. 2 groups of 3 equals 6. Really nice job, third graders. Remind me, what property is that? Yeah, the commutative property. It says you can reverse your factors. If they're the same, you're going to get the same product. Thanks so much, third graders. It was great doing math with you. Take care. We'll talk soon.